If you're on the lookout for a great new show to help teach you about business, check out the Hustle Daily Show, brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, the audio destination for business builders. The Hustle Daily Show is your daily dose of business, tech, news, and original stories to keep you in the loop on what's trending in business. Just like here, it's a daily podcast on which their team of writers break down the biggest business headlines in 10 minutes or less and explain why you should care about them. They'll also do deep dives on topics like a man who won the lottery 14 times and why it's nearly impossible to buy an original Bob Ross painting. I checked out a few episodes of the Hustle Daily Show, and to me, it was quick, educational, and feels like the perfect show to pair with OWD. So search for the Hustle Daily Show in your favorite podcast app, like the one you're using right now. You'll be glad you did. This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1214, How to Find and Keep a Mentor in 10 Not-So-Easy Steps, by Jeff Goins of goinswriter.com. And I'm Dan, your host and narrator, and I'm going to keep this intro nice and short for today. So with that, let's get right to our post from Jeff Goins as we optimize your life. How to Find and Keep a Mentor in 10 Not-So-Easy Steps, by Jeff Goins of goinswriter.com. Most people misunderstand mentoring. I certainly did. For the longest time, I said I wanted a mentor, but I didn't understand what that even meant. That is, until someone pulled me aside, invested in me, and taught me what a mentor really was. I see a lot of young people approaching mentoring the wrong way. They ask a leader they admire to mentor them, forcing the person into an awkward position in which she feels bad for saying no or obligated to say yes. But this is not how mentoring works. Common misconceptions of mentoring. I have a passion to see that change. There is a lot of misunderstanding about how mentoring works, including how to begin a relationship with a mentor. Here are some of those misconceptions. 1. Mentoring is about me. 2. I need to wait for a mentor to find me. 3. Being mentored is more passive than active. And 4. I need to ask someone to mentor me up front. Face it, everything you know about mentoring may be wrong. It's time to start seeking out a mentor the right way. In finding a mentor, there are 10 important steps I've found that usually work. Number 1, find someone you want to be like. Don't just covet someone who has a job you want or a platform that you covet. Find someone that is like you, someone with a similar set of strengths and skills you want to emulate. Otherwise, you'll just end up frustrated. Spend some time finding the right person. In fact, have several candidates before committing to a single mentor. 2, study the person. Follow his blog. Get to know people who know him. If you don't know the person well, see if he is really like his public persona projects. Make sure you understand his strengths and weaknesses. Set your expectations realistically. 3, make the ask. Don't ask for the person to be your mentor right off the bat. That's a big ask, far too big for the first meeting. Rather, ask for an initial meeting, something informal, over coffee maybe. Keep it less than an hour. Come with questions that you're prepared to ask, but let the conversation flow relationally. Note, the formality really depends on the potential mentor's communication style, something you should be aware of before the initial meeting. When in doubt about when to make the ask, just go for it. That's what I do, and it usually works. 4, evaluate the fruit. After meeting, do you want to spend more time with this person? Did she begin the meeting by encouraging you or telling you what to do? Did she ask questions or wait to provide answers? Did you leave the meeting feeling better about yourself? Was a connection made? If not, feel free to let the relationship go and seek out someone else instead. You don't have time to waste on a self-centered tyrant. If it went well, then immediately put together a follow-up plan. 5, follow up after the meeting. This is not like dating. It's okay to appear overly ambitious. You want this person to know that you're serious. It's appropriate to follow up immediately, thanking your prospective mentor for her time. A good way to do this is via email or other form of passive communication so that you don't appear overbearing or waste the person's time. This is also a good time to mention that you'd like to do it again. If she reciprocates, offer to get something on the calendar. You may need to suggest a time. Make sure that it feels relaxed and not contrived. You're still vetting each other at this point. 6, Let the relationship evolve organically. We sometimes place too high of expectations on mentoring. We want to give it a name because it gives us a sense of status and importance, but really it's just a relationship. Mentoring is organic. It's healthy to let it grow like any other relationship, over time and based on mutual respect and trust. Don't force it. That will kill a potential mentoring relationship faster than anything. Give it time. It needs to grow. 7. Don't check out when you feel challenged. I was recently speaking with a friend who's mentored a number of young men over the years. He said the saddest part about what he does is that a lot of guys check out whenever he challenges them. It will happen. You'll get to a point where your mentor will feel comfortable enough to call you out, and what you do next is crucial to your growth. Remember, this is what you signed up for. Don't wimp out when it gets tough. This is where the really good stuff happens. 8. Press into relationship. Don't wait for the mentor to initiate. Learn how to manage up. Persevere. Ask for more of your mentor without demanding it. This doesn't bother him, at least it shouldn't. It honors him. It shouldn't be a big deal to ask this person to coffee or lunch outside of your normal meeting time. If a mentor can't be a friend, then he's probably not a mentor. Finding ways to solidify the bond you've created will only strengthen the relationship. 9. Ask your mentor for feedback. Feedback can be hard, but it's good. As your relationship with your mentor progresses, this will be the number one way you grow. It will be a highlight for the both of you. While asking for feedback may initially feel weird, eventually it'll become almost second nature. You will find yourself thirsting for those words you used to fear. Similarly, a good mentor will treat these times with great care and sensitivity. And 10. Commit to the process. You can't be mentored in a summer. That's an internship. Mentoring takes real time and real work. In order for it to be a real mentorship, you have to commit to the relationship. Come hell or high water, you're going to make it work. Then you will begin to understand what it means to be a student, a disciple, a protege. You just listened to the post titled How to Find and Keep a Mentor in 10 Not-So-Easy Steps by Jeff Goins of goinswriter.com. You want consistency and quality, but you also want variety and freshness. If you run a business, you want it all. With nuts.com, you can get so many different delicious snacks and ingredients and know that they will consistently exceed your expectations. Nuts.com is your one-stop shop for the highest quality foods for business. They offer delicious office snacks, corporate gifts, and wholesale ingredients. And over 50,000 companies choose nuts.com for their business needs, from offices to hotels to restaurants and retail stores. And we've even loved their product as remote workers. Nuts.com has sent us plenty of snacks that keep us energized and focused so we can deliver the best work that we can. Nuts.com makes ordering for your business quick and easy. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new business customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders of $125 or more at nuts.com/OWD. So go check out all the delicious options at nuts.com/OWD. You'll get that free gift and free shipping when you spend $125 or more. That's nuts.com/OWD. And a very big thanks to Jeff, one of our regular authors here, for yet another terrific post that he's been willing to share with us. Jeff is a super popular writer. He's the best-selling author of 5 books, including The Art of Work and Real Artists Don't Starve. On his site, you can hear his thoughts on writing, life, and creative work. And you're going to hear him narrated across a few of our shows, not just this one. So if you're looking to share your work, but you're afraid of becoming the starving artist, his site is definitely one for you. Lots of great advice there. So check it out and support both Jeff and our podcast by visiting goinswriter.com. And with that, we've reached the end for today and for the weekend. I thank you, as always, for being here and for subscribing. That really helps us to keep this show going for you. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.